Hi there and welcome to the Met Office forecast for the week ahead. We had the autumn equinox over the weekend. The northern hemisphere is now tilted away from the sun, and by the end of this week the weather will begin to feel much colder than it has felt during the past week or so. Of course, over the weekend we had summer-like levels of humidity, deep instability and powerful thunderstorms, with some absolutely devastating scenes from these thunderstorms during Saturday and Sunday. But it all started on Friday with this small area that developed as it moved across London and the southeast into a supercell thunderstorm, frequent flashes of lightning as it pushed across other southern counties of England and South Wales, and a tornado in Aldershot. Now, into Saturday, and we saw more thunderstorms developing across the south and across central parts of the UK. Frequent flashes of lightning, thousands of lightning strikes, and by Sunday and into Monday, yet more rain. Torrential spells of rain, in fact, throughout Sunday and the first part of Monday. Woburn recorded 125 millimetres of rain. That's more than twice their September average in just over 36 hours. Hence the scenes of flooding that many parts of the south have seen during Sunday and into the start of Monday. Now, Monday has also brought further spells of rain across central southern England, amber warning in force until the end of the day. But the system responsible is moving away, so that by the start of Tuesday, well, we're going to see that rain pulling away from the southeast. And our attention turns to the north, where actually Scotland and Northern Ireland have been relatively dry over the last few days, but we'll see showers developing overnight and some longer spells of rain into the north and east of Scotland. Some heavy rain, 25, and in places 40 millimetres of wet weather for the north and east of Scotland. Showers for western Scotland, Northern Ireland, much of England and Wales, but interspersed by some sunnier spells. Certainly a brighter and drier day towards the south and southwest, and feeling a lot more pleasant because with lighter winds, temperatures reaching 18 Celsius, feeling warm enough. But colder further north, a marked contrast to north to south across the country. We're going to see that temperature contrast continue through Wednesday and Thursday. Speaking of contrasts, we're going to see a big change in the weather patterns around midweek because of this streak of strong winds in the upper atmosphere, the jet stream strengthening above the Atlantic and heading towards the UK on a south-shifted path compared with what we'd normally expect climatologically. And so that south-shifted jet stream is going to pick up a number of areas of low pressure, quite a complex setup by Wednesday as these lows deepen and arrive into southern parts of the UK. A little bit of uncertainty about the exact number of lows, the depth, the track, the shape of these and their timing around the middle of the week. But it looks likely that jet stream will be to the south of the UK and these lows will be sitting across southern parts. So that's where the most unsettled weather will be around the middle of the week. Now we start off with some sunshine and some dry weather on Wednesday. A few showers for northern Scotland, parts of northern England, Northern Ireland. But the clouds will gather. There'll be the first band of rain arriving through the afternoon across Wales into the south and southwest of England. Later on, Northern Ireland. Heavy and persistent, but it does move through, unlikely to cause major issues. However, coming on top of all of that wet weather that we'll have seen through the weekend and the start of this week across central southern England, it's certainly not going to be welcomed. 17 or 18 Celsius away from that rain in the south. Still cold across Scotland, parts of Northern Ireland, Northern England for the time of year. However, that's where we'll see some brightness in the north and the east of the UK before that rain arrives. And it does sweep north. Like I say, there's some uncertainty about the depth and track of these lows, and so there's some uncertainty about the north-south position of this band of rain on Thursday, but it's likely to be straddling some northern and central parts of the UK, and rainfall totals will be mounting up again across Northern Ireland, parts of northern England, North Wales in particular, 60 to 80 millimetres in places, most especially northeast England. To the north of that, colder but brighter with a few showers for northern Scotland, and some brightness in the south, but here we've got the potential for some slow-moving, thundery downpours once again. Probably not quite on the scale of the weekend storms, but nevertheless, some sharp showers to be expected. Now, through Thursday and into Friday, that low does pull away and opens the door to colder northerly winds to arrive at the end of the week. Now, those northerly winds and the cooler air will be already across northern Scotland throughout the next few days, but spreads countrywide by Friday. And once we say goodbye to this band of rain, which does clear away during Friday morning, the afternoon does look brighter, but also fairly showery. The most frequent showers coming to the north and the east. Some sunny spells elsewhere, but it's going to feel colder in that wind, with temperatures in the north 9 to 11 Celsius, perhaps some sleet and snow over the tops of the Scottish mountains, and in the south those temperatures down by 2 or 3 degrees compared with Thursday's weather, and several degrees lower than what we'd normally expect for the middle of September. This is compared with the month's average maximum temperatures, so 3 to 6 Celsius lower in many parts, especially northern Scotland and central and southeastern areas. We keep that cold air in place as the weekend begins, so a chilly start on Saturday, but a ridge of higher pressure arrives, so a temporary respite from the wind, rain, unsettled weather through Saturday and into Sunday. Still some showery weather into the north, but the south mostly dry for a day or two. However, it's unlikely to last much longer. Further low pressure systems are gearing up to arrive into next week. More details on that, of course, over the next couple of days. You can find all of these forecasts on our YouTube channel. Bye-bye.